Hello and welcome to a StudioCMS how-to. In this video, we'll walk you through the steps to configure your camera's settings to connect to the StudioCMS FTP server. We're using a StudioCMS photo shoot as our target, so if you don't already have a StudioCMS account and photo shoot, head over to StudioCMS.io and set those up. If for any reason you need help doing that, we'll have other videos and step-by-step guides that can walk you through that process. You can find the step-by-step guides on the StudioCMS Knowledge Center. So, without further ado, I'll turn you over to our resident photographer here at StudioCMS and let him walk you through the rest of the FTP setup process.
Hi, I'm Scott Stover, and I'm here with StudioCMS. The cool thing about using an FTP server is that when you're on the sidelines shooting your sports, you can get that peak action photo, hit a button on your camera, and fire that photo off to your StudioCMS photo shoot, where on the backside, you'll have an editor who can download that photo, apply a quick edit, and get that photo out on social media quicker than if you had to wait, go back to the desk, download it yourself, and do all that other kind of stuff. So it's really a neat platform that you should make use of if you have the help to do so. I'm a Canon shooter, so we're going to walk through this process using the Canon R5. First thing you're going to do is hit your menu button. You're going to go to the Wi-Fi menu, which is the purple menu. You're going to go to Wi-Fi Bluetooth Connect, and you're going to choose the third icon over on the top row. It looks like a little box with an antenna off the side of it. That's the icon for the transfer images to FTP server. Double click that. It's going to say add a device to connect to. So we're going to click on that. And we're going to configure online, and we hit OK. At this point, it's going to search for Wi-Fi access so that you can get the photos from your camera to your StudioCMS photo shoot. Once that's done, just wait a second and it'll automatically click through the menu. The next step shows FTP mode. Here you have two options, FTP or FTPS. You're going to stick with FTP. All you do is select OK. At this point, we're going to put in the IP address for the FTP StudioCMS server. You're going to use the same address all the time, so once you have it set up, you won't have to do this again. But it's available on your StudioCMS photo shoot page. Click on the FTP icon on the StudioCMS page, and underneath that, it'll give you this address. Once you have your address entered, you're going to hit OK. Then it's going to ask you for the port number setting, 00021. That's the default. Leave it there. Hit OK again, and it's going to ask you passive mode. Here we're going to leave it enabled and hit OK. Then it's going to ask you about the proxy server. Disable that. The login method. Instead of leaving it anonymous, you're going to use the login password, hit OK, and here you're going to use the email address that you use to sign in to your StudioCMS account. Whatever that address is, this is the one you want to add here, because this will direct your camera to your account, not just StudioCMS in general. The IP address gets you to StudioCMS, this now gets you to your account. It's going to give you a minute here to double check your email address, and I am correct. So again, I'll hit OK. And here again, it's going to ask you for your password. Just touch the highlighted password that's there, and that'll give you a chance to go back in here and backspace, delete the old password, and add in your correct password for your StudioCMS login. The last thing you need to do to make sure that your Canon EOS R5 is set up to transfer the photos over FTP to your StudioCMS site is actually configure the camera itself. To do that, we're going to go back into the Wi-Fi menu again, hit that. Again, that's the purple menu. Go down to the Wi-Fi settings menu, hit the set button. The fourth line down says FTP transfer settings. Select that one, and you're going to go down to transfer with set. Hit that and enable that. The other thing you want to do is go to the power savings menu. It's set to disable. If you have that set to enable, the camera's going to shut off at certain points. It's going to disconnect you from your FTP server, cause you all kinds of problems. You have to reconnect. So disable that. You do have to watch your batteries a little bit more, but if you're on the sideline shooting sports, you're eating up batteries anyway. So make sure that you have that set to disable. The next thing you want to do is go up to transfer type and size. You don't want to be sending raw photos. We love shooting raw. We all do, but those photos are just too big to transfer. So here you're going to shoot with two cards. Have one card set up to use your raw photos and one card set up for the large JPEG. You're going to go down to raw and JPEG and select JPEG only. The top one, JPEG size to transfer, you can change that to smaller JPEG if you're having problems, but if you can, leave it to the larger size. It's just going to look better when you post it to social media. And that should be that. Everything should be now set up so that when you're ready to go, you can send that photo to your StudioCMS photo shoot and get it out on social media as quickly as possible. Good luck, and hope you catch that peak action. See ya.